Hello, everyone. Well, it's totally impromptu. Me and my beautiful soulmate, Gracinha, found a little bit of time for one another, and we decided that we shouldn't waste it and we should narrate something that we actually were planning to do, but we really are so busy and we have such a little time for one another that I just bought a little microphone just in a local store so we can have a little bit of a better quality of sound. And here we are,
Here we
just
are.
chatting in a beautiful garden. Actually, the
And
weather is
yeah,
magnificent.
it's not just any store, right?
That's
And
right.
I think this is so us because I had a cancellation of a meeting. I called you. You said I'm in Avenida de Liberdade, and we made time.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, it's impossible.
Yes,
So it's really special that we can make this time.
yes, and every minute counts with
Yes.
you. And what we're going to talk about, really no plan at all, but I just wanted to share, well, how happy I am, first of all, to be with you, Gracinia, here, and it's because of you basically that I am making my roots in Lisbon, and I love it.
Lisbon needs you. I always say that Lisbon needs you. I think it's you have yet to occupy your space in terms, but you are already here and you are already being the architect of your path. And I think that the people who are discovering you are the people, the curious ones who are understanding the difference you bring and the differentiation you bring to special moments. And I can't
Thank
wait
you.
for you to spread your magic.
Thank you so much. Well, just like you, and that's why I just follow your, I should say, path, and I'm so grateful that you create this magic for us to be able to be here and to gravitate to it. So thank you.
What do you see in Lisbon, Olga, if I may ask? What attracted you, and why is this a place where you see yourself living and working and sharing your talents?
Well, I think people, first of all, the
Hmm.
energy, I think the kindness, the sincerity, unpretentious behavior,
Hmm.
and the culture of people and interest and curiosity, and
Hmm.
it's really very, very attractive. It's not into your face. It's very discreet, but yet very real, and
Hmm.
I love it absolutely. And of course, the food and the history of the place is amazing, and the more I learn a lot about it, the
Hmm.
more I love it and I embrace it. So I think this is the main thing. And we're in the center of Europe, and I
Mm.
always wanted to uh, spend some time in Europe and not to be a tourist, I should say. So
Hmm.
this is a perfect place because you can go for lunch to Paris, you can
Yeah.
go for meeting in London and anywhere else, and
Yeah.
it's actually pretty close to New York, which is
True.
important to me as
True.
well. So I think these are the major things that really enticed me to spend time here and have something that you actually created for me.
I'm so happy you're here, and I totally see that in Lisbon too. I think as Portuguese, but also as a world citizen, I think one thing I love about Lisbon and Portugal is how grounded it is,
Yes.
and at the same time, there's a mystery, a lot of layers of cultures, of crossing paths, of history that makes it even more special.
Absolutely, I
Yeah.
agree. And people are not afraid to show their emotions.
Yes.
And they're grateful if they want to be grateful.
Hmm.
And they're appreciative when there is something to appreciate. They
Yes.
don't hide
Hmm.
under the pretense of anything that anyone that they're not. And it's really very humbling. And I love it. I experienced it right now, one of the probably the first times because I just helped to stage the beautiful event. And
Gorgeous event.
that that you were part of. Thank you so much for coming and for helping. And I felt how people are genuinely happy and elegantly so. So
Hmm.
that's something that I really truly appreciated and gave me. And my team, I flew in with my team
Hmm.
members for to stage the Van Cleef and Arpels event, and we all felt it.
Hmm. And I have one more question for
Yes.
you because I'm gonna take this opportunity. I haven't asked you this question, but if you've done so many special exclusive events for so many special brands and charities, if you could take one event that you've done before and bring it here, what would it
Oh
be?
my God, so many. To be honest with you,
A
a
few
few,
then.
so many. Well, the event that I tell this to everyone, whoever's asking me what is my favorite event, I think out of all the over 25 years
Hmm.
that I've been in this field and this world, I should say, for the luxury events, I staged the retrospective of
Oh, it
Valentino,
was gorgeous.
and I think this is something that I'm so proud
Hmm.
of. So there are so many beautiful places in Lisbon. The venues are magnificent.
Hmm.
So if there is any time, any day that I would have loved to bring as
Let's be spontaneous
yes,
and just.
a special perhaps exhibition uh, or you know the show that would be so beautifully experienced
Would.
with my help, hopefully through the eyes of the
Hmm.
creator. So yes, so,
Oh, that would be
yes,
beautiful. And charity events, because you do so
yes.
much, and it's something that I think it's bound to be developed truly in Portugal. It's also those beautiful balls you're used to doing, which I have been, and are so
There's one coming.
inspirational.
There are few coming up, so you have to
I
come.
have to come. I
Yes,
have to go back. I miss
yes,
it.
yes.
And they are so special, and also, of course, they're charities, so they have even more
Yes.
impact. I think that's something that could be really crossed and weaved into what is happening right now in Portugal. If there was one where you can bring in and transport from Singapore, which one would it be?
It's probably going to be probably my theta ball
Mm-hmm.
because I'm very partial about arts, about
Mm-hmm.
theta,
Mm-hmm.
about music. As you know, the
Yes.
causes that I support are usually art and culture related, and theta ball is something that you've
Yes.
been to
Yes. It's beautiful.
before. So
They're
I
all
think
different.
yes. So I think that will be something that I would truly enjoy staging here in support of
Mm-hmm.
arts, in support of culture, in support of theta, music. Yesterday we went to a beautiful classical concert and in a beautiful auditorium,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I just see myself doing something with the art scene here for
And I'm
sure.
sure you will.
Thank you. Well, you know,
I'm
and
I'm really sure you will.
I have to ask you a few questions as well
Go ahead. Go ahead.
because you are multi-talented and you have so many hats. You
Like
wear
you.
you and your project's absolutely amazing. I'm so privileged
Oh,
that you
thank
took
you.
over uh, my places where I live in Lisbon here and basically made it home. And I'm making now another home. I'm
Oh,
so
thank
looking
you.
forward uh, to actually to see through your eyes and the vision that you're creating for me and for my family. So it would be amazing to see what it will come to as a project. What are the major projects that you're working on right now, and how do you choose the projects, or how the projects choose you and find
Yes.
you?
I think nowadays the clients align very well with what we do and with our service at Viterbo Interior Design. Our clients all have something in common. They're all very well traveled, very um, aware of who they are, of who they want to be, and they all have growth mindset, which is something I
Yeah.
identify in our clients. And they come really with curiosity of expanding and not just dictating who they are.
Yep.
So they allow me, and you allowed me, to really interpret who you are through design and then give you a space where you can continue to grow. And I believe that's our mission at Viterbo. It's really not just aesthetics. It's much more than
Yes.
that. It's creating places where people can continue to grow and can continue to reflect their best self when it's a private project. The biggest public ones we are now, and more exciting and impactful ones we are now creating, are along with Vanguard Properties,
Mm-hmm.
who are the biggest
Yes.
developers in
Yes.
Portugal, and they do exquisite things. So we're doing a golf club for them and a few projects, really interesting condominiums that are being developed around Lisbon. Top, top,
Fantastic.
top
Yes.
quality with incredible real estate. The best, really, with the best views and everything. And we're also very fortunate to be redoing Pastéis de Belém, which is a historic, one of the most historic places in
Yes.
Portugal.
Yes.
the pastry shop of
Yes,
the
yes,
celebrated
of course.
egg tarts.
It's when you Google Lisbon,
It's
this is the first thing
exactly,
that comes
exactly,
out. Of
yes.
course.
So that's been really, really a heart project, and
Yes,
we're very, very grateful to be have been chosen to do that. And then we have a few other ones, but still secrets that I
yes,
can't reveal, but they're coming.
fantastic.
And I mean, private wise, I think your house will be a very, very special project, and Avenida da Liberdade, and I'm sure you're going to host incredible, special, intimate dinners there, exquisite ones, I'm sure, and I can't wait to have a
Yes,
time.
we are very, very excited.
Yes.
Every time I pass by, and I just stop and I sit on the bench and I just look
Ah,
at the
yeah, I
windows.
can't wait, and I can
Yes,
see you, there,
yes,
and I think it's going to be a very
yes.
special one.
I am very sure. And for some of you who might not know, I have a conversations with Olga series, and
Mm.
Gracinia was one of my guests, of course, and we spoke so much about creativity, about kindness, about
Mm-hmm.
friendship,
Yes.
about the goals, about curiosity, and about humans um, as creatures in general.
True.
Please look up on this conversation and listen to what we're saying. I think it's really, really very, very interesting and very meaningful, I feel. Christina, recently on my conversations with Olga, I put one question to the guest whom I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking to, to be forwarded to later on, to be addressed, I should say,
Okay.
to a next guest.
Okay.
This is totally impromptu, but I still want to
Totally.
ask you the question.
Okay.
What makes you happy in a big or small way?
What makes me happy? Um, the fact that I know I'm always growing, that I'm not perfect, and that I can be a facilitator to other people's growth. If I can facilitate my kids, my husband, my clients' growth, not people pleasing,
Yes.
but really contributing in some way in a daily basis to make someone smile, to make someone feel better, empowered, I will feel happy.
But you're doing it genuinely and so beautifully. You just sparkle from within for all these years that I know you.
Aw.
What would be the question that you would like me to ask of my next guest? As you know, I'm
Mhm.
continuing these conversations with Olga, and I need to schedule actually
Mhm.
another episode when I come back. So, what would be the question to this next guest that I'm going to have, which I'm not going to reveal who it's going to be
Okay.
yet?
So I think
Anything.
an interesting thing is I love to know usually is what's your favorite word and why?
Okay. I love it. Actually, I love it because I can see it. Because even in some of your design
Mhm.
elements,
Mhm.
there are words present.
Yes, I believe in
And
power
you are
words.
exactly,
Yeah.
and you did ask me this
Mhm.
question, and for certain element which we are not going to reveal right now, but
Mhm.
you did ask, and
Mhm.
we did answer. That's
Yes.
amazing.
So I will be watching.
Fantastic. And otherwise, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I will post this at some point in a few days' time. And meanwhile, we continue to our chat,
We will.
just
NRT.
two of us and our tea, exactly. And tomorrow, I'm starting to set up or help to set up yet another beautiful event that I will share with you as well, all of you. And yes, just be well and look after yourself and look after others as well.